Have you ever looked out your window and felt something staring back at you? It was early autumn when Anna left with her parents, Mihai and Elena, for a weekend in the mountains. They had rented a remote cabin on the edge of a dense forest. The road was long, and the sun was slowly sinking behind the cold peaks. The air smelled of resin and damp earth. After they settled in, they ate dinner in silence. The fire cracked softly in the fireplace, and the warm light cast long shadows on the walls. Everything felt calm, almost too calm. After dinner, Anna went up to her room. When she pulled the curtain, she saw that her window faced a huge tree, the only one standing close to the cabin. Its trunk was thick and dark, its twisted branches rising like arms toward the sky. Anna stared at the tree for a few minutes. She didn't know why, but she felt uneasy, as if someone was staring back from the darkness. Then, from behind the tree, her father appeared. She could see him clearly in the pale moonlight. Mihai moved slowly, with strange, almost ritual gestures. He raised his hands, whispered something, then bowed to the tree. Anna froze. Her father had never been superstitious. She opened the window and called out, "Dad, what are you doing out there?" No answer. Her heart raced as she ran downstairs and stepped outside. The night was cold, and the forest seemed to breathe. When she reached the tree, no one was there. "Dad." The echo answered from far away. A sudden chill crept through her, as if the air itself was draining into the ground. She wanted to turn back to the cabin, but something was pulling her closer. A deep rustle came from inside the tree. A faint voice, barely a whisper. "Come closer." Anna's body stopped obeying her. Her legs moved on their own. Her hands lifted. Her lips began to move without her control. She repeated the same gestures her father had made, the same strange words, the same ritual. And then she saw him, her father, this time standing in the cabin window, staring at her in horror, exactly the way she had stared at him before. She tried to scream, but her voice vanished into the air. Everything went dark. When she came to, she was back in her room, standing, looking out the window. The tree was still there, and her father was stepping out from behind it again. Everything was repeating, and Anna understood. No one leaves this cabin, not as long as the tree stares back. But deep in the forest, another light flickered on. Another window, another shadow staring at the same tree. Something had awakened. To be continued. Have you ever woken up and felt like the night never really ended? That's when Anna realized something was wrong. She pinched her arm, hoping she was dreaming. But the pain was real. Everything was too real. She could barely breathe. The air grew colder with every second. Time stretched, twisting around her like a slow, silent scream. Anna stepped into the hallway. Her parents' door was half open. From inside, she heard their calm, deep breathing. She pushed the door gently and saw them. They were sleeping, still, pale, too pale. Fear mixed with disbelief. How could they sleep so peacefully after what happened? She wanted to wake them, but something held her back. That same force, the one that pulled her to the tree. Then it hit her. Everything was repeating, a loop that never broke. Anna turned back to the window. There he was again. Her father standing by the tree. Same gestures, same movements, the same silent ritual. This time, Anna thought, I'll find out what he's saying. She slipped outside. The air was freezing, the forest silent. Her heartbeat filled the night. She reached the tree and hid her phone in a hollow. For a moment, she looked back at the cabin. Her father was there, at the window, watching her again. Same stare, same fear. Everything went dark. Then Anna woke up, back in her room. Same tree, same window, same silence. She tried again, went outside, left her phone by the tree, waited. When she woke up again, she ran, before the dream could pull her back. She grabbed the phone from the hollow, hands trembling, pressed play. At first, only wind, then a voice, deep, heavy, like it came from the earth itself.
Nulla solus in tenebris, anima tua in aeternum perditur.
It was her father's voice. Anna froze. She searched for the translation. No salvation in the dark. Your soul will be lost forever. The screen went black. From the hollow, a faint light began to pulse. Something moved behind her. Anna turned and saw it. A figure with her father's face. But the eyes weren't his. The tree groaned, a sound like a sigh. And Anna understood. The tree wasn't watching her. It was waiting.